Okay, well, Nakano's Legendary Busters. Let's see, Broadway, Strange Rumors in Broadway, solve them with these guys. Hi! Hey there, May. You're early today. Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush on over? May, calm down. You sound a little over-eager. Sorry, Detective. She's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya Hirosaki experiment earlier as well. Hehe, color me surprised to see you all still part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. Ha, that's all on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, I owe it all to you now that I know there are really strange mysteries like that lurking around in the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Now, I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you out here when you're so busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the cult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job in the Inadin Occult Research Club. Heh. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, when you put it that way. Isn't it obvious? Nakano's leagues apart from anything else you could call an occult mecca around here. Exactly! I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hope out of the Vice President. Aw, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know? Well, what I said is still true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of the mouths and eyes in the lobby, on the first floor lobby for starters. Then there's the skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turned into bones overnight. Rumor also has it that late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. And then you've got also the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All of those things remain unsolved, so naturally. Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. What? You did? You already solved them. What is this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's, all along in the past. Aww. Why the long face? I didn't say this because it wouldn't be up your alley. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with the so-called supernatural cases I worked on? Oh, then of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, and so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are easily 4 different odd phenomena going on around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want to figure out what's behind the 3-legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then, I want you to look into the Katakata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last, but certainly not least, I'd like to see what you can find about the Master Tip-Tap, a spirit. Ooh, all of these sound great. This is going to be lots of fun to work on. I've given these legends their names based on the eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now, it's on you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is so exciting. I can't wait to get started. Everybody, we're heading to K-Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up. Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, we better indulge them and head on over. It's not like we have much of a choice. Don't think you get to take it easy now. You're joining up with them too. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Dude's body. Control over data is slipping. Really, Dude seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. Well, now that we're well into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, we might as well start on the first floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right. Since the reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that one for now and go from there. Alright, let's get to work. Okay, first we're going to take a drink. Then we're going to go talk to some more people. Figured out a little of the three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was this popular Anita doll, whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll, who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Alright. I wish they had, like, the creepy music for this section, but no. Turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan when he tried to send the final piece to her, a single leg. Because, as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach the final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on his three legs, roaming about here and there, forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. Well, that is weird. Okay. No new interesting text messages. You know, I think Manaka and Kenji make for a cute pair, don't you? Oh, but don't tell them I said that, okay? Nagano Broadway at night feels really creepy. I mean, during the day, there are some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright then, on to the second floor. Now, to turn our attention to Katakata. Well, time's wasting. Off we go. This place is weird without music. The name Tiki Tiki supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. So where does Katakata come from? From what I can tell, Katakata is derived from the famous Tiki Tiki legend. Tiki Tiki was an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Katakata is therefore an altered form that Tiki Tiki came to adopt after many years. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go 150 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. Manaka's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about occult stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the third floor. What'll we run into up here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, everyone. You seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Hey, Manaka. How are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me, tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than in the middle of the night? Nope. Nothing here. There we go. If you happen to meet Katakata, she'll ask, need your legs? And if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Where's the dude? Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, I think I figured out why she's called Katakata. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling onto train tracks in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We've got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the 4th floor. Come on, let's head for the elevator. Alright, come to us, O Reaper Elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is that too much to ask? May, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Wow. I never took her to be the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May, we're getting worried about you. Why don't we take a little break at K-Cafe? When we met up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine for us to use it as a break room. Shouldn't be locked. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still Kotsu to crack. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's just go inside K-Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, no nothing. Nothing! Oh, cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? Aw, I just want to see Matthew, Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, and Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Eep! What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko. But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. That sounded just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Tip, tap, tip, tap. Oh my god. That sound. Is that Mr. Tip Tap? Katakata. But now it's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Ah! Yeah! Wait, was that somebody's voice?
What's going on here? What are you kids doing in here?
We could ask you the same question. Why are you here so late?
Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time.
Huh, but it's not even 4 yet. Oh, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early, too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the K-Cafe owner had this place unlocked. So this guy can use it. Hey, dude, what's wrong? Huh? Wait, am I seeing what I think I am? Is that the third leg?
Huh? What are you blathering about now?
Katakata.
Those dentures.
Wait, those dentures. Are they making that chattering noise because they're misaligned? It also came from the elevator, which made you the Reaper.
Hey! Who are you calling a Reaper?
Then the tapping sound must have come from... No! You mean to tell me that this old guy is the one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding. Aww. May's mournful cries could be heard throughout the building that night. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out. What's so good about it? It was all just because an old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps. But as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were off running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read too deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off to you as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts, and our own boundless passion and imagination. Oh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. Wow, Kenji, that's actually kind of cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about... Oh no, we'll still gladly take them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying attention to anything that's going on? So? Do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Manaka? Well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. Hey, that's not fair! Man. And here I was thinking I was actually acting cool for once. Aw, Kenji, you did great. Don't let this get you down. Just try harder next time. Well, I'm gonna take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again. Dude, yeah. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little. Those are cult club kids or something, though. They're growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start to be friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right?
What makes me drag my bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Huh. Miko.
Well, that's done. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another. But I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Seen Pete in a while. Daddy's left knocking on Broadway. Okay, so we gotta go find Pete. Pete. Old man is a hacker. Old man's a wizard. Shut up. Alright, do we have any billboard wizardry here? No, the answer is very much not. Let's see. Man, so much of this game just feels weirdly, like, irrelevant. It's bizarre. Okay. So this is... Let's see. There are collection items with various Digimon designs. You can obtain these in various places, and by selling them to the metal man, you can get money and view them in the collection. Once you have one, try and sell it. Do we have medals for him? Show me your collection. Okay, so this is the collection, but since I haven't sold any of them, it doesn't matter. So I have to sell all of them to him. Okay. Sell all medals for 8,000 yen. Ugh. Then sold, no takebacks, thanks. Don't tell my wife about any of this, okay? Let's see. Got over 50 medals, token of my appreciation. We got an HP capsule, SP capsule. Okay, I don't have any more medals. I want to take a look at the collection first. God damn it. Let's see. Wow, I've only got 81 out of 500. I am probably not going to get them all. So I don't care. Where's Pete? I don't see Pete around here. Pete. Pete. I guess I'll just, like, run in circles along this building until we find out where Pete's hanging out. Or somebody else with an exclamation mark. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. Huh? What happened? What? Pete disappeared in front of you? Huh. Just come back here for now. A new case just came in that's cause for concern. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Pete. Don't die on me, Pete. Let's see. So what's the next one? Let's see. Ghost Cat Building. I've been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. It's the old man. And we get a memory up, which has at this point become useless to me. This case comes from old man Mizushima. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the Occult Club members. It's well and truly is a small world out there, even if it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at K-Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. It wouldn't hurt to go on ahead and check things out at the cafe, so go do that. Yeah, unfortunately this game, like, limits you with memory early on, and then by the end of it you're just like, I don't actually have enough Digimon because you just limited me here. Which is kind of annoying, actually. It's like, you know, I had to... Oh, hello. Why is the building rumbling? Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Welcome, grab a drink and have a seat and stay as long as you like. Thank you, that's useless. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. So old man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. The next day, early morning. Let's head to K-Cafe. Old man Mizushima should hopefully be there at this hour. I'm really curious where people sleep. Because apparently people live in this building, which is weird and confusing.
Oh, it's you again. I have been waiting, you know. Huh? You stopped by yesterday afternoon, but you couldn't find me. Well, you must have had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's let bygones be bygones and start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here.
Are you at K-Cafe right now? I'm picking up readings of a really strong digital wave vibrations on the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? An earthquake? No, I can't confirm it. I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital wave.
Huh? It's...
I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this.
It's Miko!
No, I'm Pete.
Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me.
No, I can't. That's too much. Too much to ask of me. I'm not... Dude, please, leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are.
I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry.
Ah, did I finally get through to you again? The vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there from the old intranet lines that computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, that they're forming a cybernetic ley line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before it affects are felt in the real world. Dude, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm counting on you. Pete! Please let me. Don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. By killing him! Yes, text messages. Nothing. Except for my Digimon texting me about stuff, but at this point I've given up on that. I do like the music for the digital lines. They always seem quite nice here. Okay, so we just got a thing A. It was probably SP Spray A or whatever. Not entirely sure. Looks like this entire section over here is a complete dead end. Well, whatever. That is not the end of the world for me. There is... Oh, there is actually stuff here. Sort of. Wow, this is a mess. I'll come back later. Or never. For the most part, items don't seem to matter one bit in this game. And it's Monzemon. God, Monzemon was such a jerk. I remember, wasn't he like the de facto king of Toy Town? And like kidnapped Mimi? Yeah, that's totally what he did. I don't even remember why. But then he'd like flipped out and turned... Did he like turn people into toys or something? I vaguely remember. It's been so long. Huh. I've always toyed with the idea of like watching things and like not streaming the audio or whatever, but like more or less just organizing a thing who's taken over by the Black Gear. Oh, there we go. Like, I've always toyed with the idea of being like organizing nights where, say, I will put on like Digimon on Netflix or something like that. Thinking of Puppetmon. Puppetmon turned people into toys, but didn't Monzemon totally kidnapped Mimi then? No? Or maybe Puppetmon God damn it, I'm mixing the two of them together. Cause I know Monzemon had Toy Town. There was also Waro Monzemon, who was evil. Oh, alright. I really need to go back and watch all the Digimon series. But yeah, so my idea was like, more or less going on Twitch, and not streaming like the thing I'm watching, but just saying like, we're going to start right now, and like, here's the timer if you want to keep up with us. And, oh, he made the kids play with the toys in Toy Town. I gotcha. Let's see, he got Antidote, which is actually kind of useful. Let's see, Mach Rush, maybe? Power Energy, Magic Attack. Well, this is Grand Slam Mon, so let's get rid of Power Energy along the way. Okay. But, I don't know. I guess it would just be kind of interesting to, like, have, like, a group of people on Twitch sitting around in chat watching something in tandem. I can't imagine, like, it would actually work out pretty, at all well for, like, a year or two. But I can imagine it could actually be kind of fun to be like, alright, we're just going to watch through all of Digimon Season 1 over the course of the next couple nights. You know, maybe at the end of a stream, just put on an episode or two. And just sit there and relax while watching. That could be fun. I don't know if it would work or not, but I think that would be kind of a fun group activity to do someday. Okay, let's see. Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. Mystery Twitch Theater 3000. Ha! Yeah! Could work. I'm not gonna do it right now, though. Well, okay. I might end up doing it with, oh shit, there's, like, glowy bits all over the place. Okay. I could actually end up doing that with, like, Aslan. Arslan? Because I've been meaning to watch that anime, and that could be kind of a fun group anime. But I don't think, a group experience, but I don't think, I don't know. I don't know how important people, how interested people would be in that sort of thing. I'll have to like ask Keith if he's bothered to watch it or read it or whatever. Okay, Avatar parts again. Yeah. Fetch quest. That just sounds like an episode of the podcast. Kinda. I don't know. It's something to think about for the future. Obviously, right now, I'm generally too busy for it. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as the NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reasons for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work in the area. A large lake formed, and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers, and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and Dude. Dude asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete, because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. And made me so happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. Got a keyword, Pete. Pete is the child who died. Maybe? What podcast? I need to upload the podcast, but Sebastian SB has been organizing a podcast for a while. And I just haven't gotten around to uploading the episodes. We don't have an official name, but we tend to talk about video games and anime. Generally anime more than video games, weirdly enough. Which kind of surprised me a little bit. Considering we're, you know, such a video gamey group. But, whatever. I'm gonna quickly stop by here and get some more SP. Might as well bolster my, bolster my attacks for a little while. Actually, can I Digivolve Greymon yet? Let's see, where is he? Grape Lemon. Please tell me the answer is yes. No, Grape Lemon is the int-based one. Note to self, finish training Grape Lemon, so it's just plus whatever. Okay. So we want to do settings. Grape Lemon. Because I don't think we need Heavy Strike. Do you not have any other magic attacks? Okay, we do have Shining Laser. Otherwise, Saint Knuckle, Thunderfall. Wow, this character really just does not have a whole lot of good moves, unfortunately. Well, whatever. So we're gonna check the field guide. This is the one I want to take a look at. Let's see. So we gotta be Metal Greymon Blue to get what we want here. Oh, no, that's Grand Slammon. There we go. I could also go like Skull Greymon, maybe. But whatever. Oh, welcome back, Omni. I have not seen you in quite some time. Okay, so we got that. We got him up. Let's see. Anybody else particularly useful here? Most Evans needs 6 levels. Okay, there we go. Well, let's get back out. Yeah, I want to max that out as fast as I can. So now we've got 2 Blue Metal Greymon hanging out in my party. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with the unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shudo Expressway, was completed and ahead of schedule. It was at that point that attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It is likely that there wasn't a time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyumi Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance. But what I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. Okay. I don't even see the point of having to go into this little hacking menu to open up any of these things. Especially for an SP Restraint Chip B. Wow. That's unnecessary. To the extreme. Oh, well. Not the end of the world. Wow, yeah, that is such a brokenly powerful move, though. Even at half damage, it does, like, 600 damage. Oof. Okay. Well, I guess Metal Greymon gets up to... I guess I could always switch the bruisers on my team out for some weaker guys so they get SP. That way I can save them for battles. Okay, let's do that. Let's move Cannon Beamon in. And let's move Grand Slammon in. He'll be leveling regularly enough. Also train! Okay. Yeah. I'm not bored of this game yet, but I really am looking forward to it ending. Assuming it ends at some reasonable time, which is probably not going to. Escape Gate 3, but my inventory is full. Woo. Okay, Broadway Construction Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors, as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on a little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost of some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Oh, that's why the escalator goes up 3 floors, and that makes sense. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Such quirks are direct results of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made them tired, but he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. Yoshito is a big, important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in the computer room. So that's okay. I'm content. Assuming it ends at all. They might constantly be patching it with filter. Somebody did say something about, like, DLC missions for this game, and I got really scared. But honestly, like, unless it's actually, like, interesting plot stuff, I'm probably just gonna leave this... Like, once we actually get the real ending, I'm probably just gonna leave this game alone. Once we get there. I'm not so invested in this game that I need to complete this game absolutely 100%. That would get really boring really fast. I think for everybody. Like, I'm already trying to find new games to replace this one along the way. Like, I mean, even as simply as, like, Digimon World 1 or 3. But there's probably also, I mean, there's also Disgaea DS, which, oh, not DS. That is kind of obnoxious, honestly. There's Disgaea PC, which comes out in a little while. And there's, the 100 Night. Millennium Witch and the 100 Night or whatever, which comes out in early March. Trying to think of other ones. We're gonna get up there somehow. Honestly, there's an oh wait. Are we up there now? No. We probably go this way or the other way around. There's a ton of RPGs coming out over the next couple months. Also, at some point, I'd probably like to get back and finish Dragon's Dogma. Though that might not be for a while. Broadway Construction Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW is an exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Okay, Yoshito always has me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshi always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. Got name Miko. So I get the feeling like Pete is like an artificial Digimon, or like a Digimon that got kidnapped from the digital world or something. That'd be kind of weird and screwy. I don't know. Oh well. I've got a train following me around. I like it how there's just a constant, like, grinding effect, looking effect whenever, oh god, Grand Locomon moves around. It just feels really amusing to watch. Yeah, it's a shame Grand Locomon's main ability is a magic move, as opposed to, like, other things, but that's fine. See, we don't care about Awesome Quake 1. The boy who drowned. What grandfather's something of importance to him? Maybe? If Pete is the first Digimon. But, like, the digital world is, like, a completely different dimension. I highly doubt they would try and establish something like Pete being the first Digimon, in this game. That would be really weird. It'd be interesting if he wasn't even a Digimon at all. Or if... I mean, it'd be really screwy if he was like an eater that was masquerading as a Digimon, but no, I doubt that. Dunno. I like this mission. I thought the previous mission was incredibly dull, but whatever. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 5. The basement of Broadway was once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito. Please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun. Though I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the whole building's gonna collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. God damn it, Pete, where'd you go? Fuck, now he's hiding in here. And I gotta find it. Oh, wait, no, I think I know where he is. None of these text messages matter. So I can just hop down there. We got the exit. Oh, wait, no, there's Pete right there. How did I miss that? He could have been the first Digimon to enter the physical world, or perhaps interact with humans. So that seems a little bit more likely or something. God, that, like, beep-a-deep-a-deep. I'm probably going to get rid of Cannon Beamon after this one. I just do not like hearing that noise. It is not a good noise. Let me tell you. Okay. Please, who am I? Pete! Pete? No, that's not right. That's not right. Wait, do we beat the shit out of Pete? Well, he's gonna die. He's a tough little bugger, though. Oh, he's a neutral type. That's why we don't do bonus damage to him. It's been a while since I've fought a neutral type, I think. He is a powerful little sucker. Hockey units require software update again. I am really tired, man. So the reason why I'm playing Digimon right now is because I'm too tired to do anything else. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito is calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Ooh, looks like the tremors have stopped, just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now, I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Nyeh. Miko! Miko, it's really you! Oh, right, I'm supposed to do the old man voice. Ah, whatever. Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. Okay.
I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend.
No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go.
Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd never have lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived in this building, away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of my family, Fuyumi Yuki, anything to keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room, and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall. It was like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up, and came back here, who knows how many times, to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I will never, ever forget this day.
Oh, bye, Pete. You're dead now. I see, nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was. But you really did a good job. So, our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall, with that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's internet, or rather the power of his ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life. Wouldn't you agree, dude? Well, we can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much Yet, how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off to one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave and abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one little thing about the whole story that bugs me. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mrs. Shima said now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume, for the sake of arguments, that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mitsushima. If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please, leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. And it's probably the best that we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the occult club's kids know about this. I bet they'd have a real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Knocking on Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living. The normal and the surreal. And now the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Oh, that's it. We're done. Bye, Pete. Sleuth rank up! Yes! I am a top cyber sleuth! Yes! Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm.